What's going on, guys? It's Jason, your strength and confidence coach, and today I am bringing you the fourth installment of the anxiety busting toolkit, which we are going to be taking the measuring tape out, which is going to help us prepare our journey as we can do an instant relief for our anxiety with CBD oil. Now, CBD oil is something that recently became legal in the past year or 2 years, and it has quite a bit of controversy on it. So I was hoping to just share some of my insights and what my opinions are, and then you can make an educated decision on what you feel like how it will work for you. Now, for me personally, I've found that when I started using CBD oil that I really liked it. Now for me, I train a lot of jiu-jitsu, I do kickboxing, I do a lot of weightlifting. I can feel really beat up afterward, and I find that the CBD oil is a really good anti-inflammatory that helps me with my muscular recovery and also helps me reduce the soreness pain. Now, as you could probably imagine, when you are beating your body up in especially combat sports, I can have a lot of soreness involved, a lot of inflammatory responses, and I find that the CBD helps me relax and it helps me just recover a little bit better. Now, there are much more strategies out there on the muscular recovery system that are going to be much more efficient than CBD oil. But the thing about CBD oil and why I put it as a measuring tape is that it's fairly instant to do. It's a product, you just simply take it. So in other recovery aspects, like let's say something like proper rest, you obviously have to sleep for a certain amount of time. Now, CBD oil also helps with insomnia because it helps relieve a lot of muscular tightness. Now, for me, in my family, insomnia is run all the way up in my parents, my grandparents, and even their grandparents. So for me, naturally, I do have some problems sleeping, although I am one of the healthiest ones in my family. So thankfully, because of exercise and a good diet, I can kind of battle it. But I still do suffer with some problems sleeping, and CBD oil has been a great help for me to just relax at night and actually can really help me with my mind just unwinding and falling asleep. You see, a big problem that people have when it comes to falling asleep is that they tend to have a lot of muscle tightness, and a lot of muscles get stuck in a contracting phase, almost like the muscle is constantly tightening up and it feels like a hard ball, whether it's in your back, in your neck, it could be in your chest, it could be in your legs or your hip, but usually by the joints is when you'll feel it. The CBD oil helps relax the muscles, helps cool down the mind, and helps you get a little bit of extra sleep. Now, a big thing about CBD oil is that it really helps with anxiety control. Now, for me, I have a problem with social anxiety, right? So when I was younger, I used to have a really hard time communicating to people, and there was definitely no chance in hell that I would be able to go in front of a camera and talk to the camera and expect to post it and talk to people and talk to large groups of people. There's no way I would ever be able to do that. But because of the habits that I've instilled into myself, a lot of good behaviors and changing up those things, I've come to find that my social anxiety has really decreased. But there are still times that it does flare up a little bit, and I find that CBD oil really does help me relieve that tension a bit and can help me just stay a bit more present and more relaxed. You see, it helps you feel more calm, cool, and collected, and overall a lot less tense. You know, especially since after some of my workouts, I can feel really sore and beat up, and you know, it can lead me to be really tired. And the CBD oil really does help me just relieve some of that tension so that way I can go about my day without being so tense and stressed out. And you know, that type of thing is going to be really helpful because I don't like the way that I act to my friends, to my family, to my clients when I am stressed. I'd rather be more relaxed, more calm and collected, so that way I can treat my loved ones nicely. And you know, because we all go through stress. We can all do things to counteract stress, but at the end of the day, we all go through it. And a lot of the times, we can even use our stress against our own loved ones. And I know that I don't like to feel like an asshole when I'm stressed out to people, so I'll just take the CBD oil and help me chill myself out. And now we start getting into the topic of the fact that it's a non-psychoactive. So there's a lot of people out there, and I have done this myself, that people that smoke weed will help reduce their anxiety and their stress and help them relax a bit. Now, that can be great, and there are some great benefits to marijuana. But the thing is that it is a psychoactive. It has THC in it. That can make you high. It's very hard to function throughout the day on a regular basis when you're high all the time. And I get it. You want that relaxed feeling. You want to feel like you're a lot less stressed out. But, in comparison to marijuana, CBD is helpful for daytime use. And I understand that some people like to go and they like to smoke weed with their friends, or they like to smoke at night when they don't have any obligations or anything to do. But what I've come to find is that if you do smoke during the day, that it can get a little bit nuts. So you can get a little bit of paranoia coming in. Anybody that's ever done it can know that it does do that. If you're real with yourself, you know that if you smoke during the day, you usually have a little bit of paranoia. You usually act a little bit weird. But the CBD, I gotta tell you, no psychoactive compounds to it. It will help you relax more during the day, and it will help you control your anxiety. Now, look, CBD doesn't have to be for everybody, right? And Novopure is the company that affiliated me, and I'm really blessed that they helped me give me some of these bottles for a discounted price for even my clients as well, and for anybody that really does want to try CBD oil through my platform. And anybody that knows CBD because of me can get a discount on this. And yes, it is a product that is something that you can buy, but I wanted to share with you some of the benefits, and then that way you can take your own educated guess on it. Now, the thing is that we've talked a lot about some habits, about some things that we can change about our situation in order to decrease our anxiety, right? We talked about communication skills. We talked a lot about exercising and eating healthier. And the thing about all those things is that, yes, it is wonderful to do, and everybody should work on those things in order to reduce their anxiety. But the cool thing about CBD is that you simply just take the vial, you put it into your mouth, and you just drink it. And then you'll start to feel the effect immediately. So if you are somebody that's having trouble sleeping, or dealing with a lot of soreness after workout, or having a lot of inflammation in the gut, or maybe a lot of joint pain, maybe you have some anxiety when you do, let's say, an important conversation. Maybe you work in sales. Maybe you work at retail and you kind of have a hard time with some of the people that come in. This is going to be a great way to help just ease you down, cool you off, keep you calm, cool, and collected throughout the day in order for you to deal with those type of interactions. If you find yourself to be in high stress and you don't like the way that you act when you're stressful, then yeah, CBD oil is going to be a great benefit for you. And yes, it is a supplement, and there are things that you should be doing besides just taking the CBD oil in order to reduce your anxiety and to reduce your inflammation, but that doesn't disregard that this is a great product. This is something that will provide you immediate relief. It is something that will help you with your anxiety, it will help you with your recovery, and it will also help you in many aspects of just getting better sleep and staying more present throughout the day. So if you care about those things, and if you know me, you can definitely hit me up and try some of this Novopure CBD oil. And really, guys, that's about it. And I know that this can be very controversial because a lot of people talk about marijuana, and I know that there's a lot of debates going on in Congress right now about it becoming legal. And I think there are a lot of benefits to CBD and THC and marijuana and the oils, but it's all up to the consumer in order to take their own educated approach to it. So I hope this helped you guys out. For me, I found it to be very, very helpful, and I'm really glad I started taking it. Especially in combat sports, I find myself to get a little bit anxious before training, and it can be very helpful to have even before or after. So it's helped me out. I'm hoping that it can help out some of you. If you feel like it's a good idea, let me know. We can link up and I can help you with that. But anyway, guys, this is Jason, your strength and confidence coach, signing out. Hope you guys have a fantastic day and continue to work on yourself and continue to improve yourself. Stay on that grind. Stay on that hustle. You guys got this.